Hello and welcome to this short morning yoga practice that will give us opportunities to improve not only our flexibility, but our strength as well to serve us well throughout the day. Let's begin lying on our backs. You won't need any props for this simple beginner's practice, so you can roll yourselves down, allowing the spine to settle into the mat, closing the eyes for just one deep breath in and one breath out. We'll start right away with an opportunity for a little bit of strength building. With your feet planted, squeeze your glutes and slowly start to lift the glutes off of the mat, rolling the lower back off of the mat as well and lifting up towards your bridge pose. So lifting those hip points as high as they'll go, keep squeezing the glutes. See if you can lift yourself maybe half an inch more. Don't cheat yourself on what you might find here. Keep squeezing. And then slowly start to lower yourself back down. Really nice. We'll take a similar, same but different, hugging the right knee in towards the chest, clasping your hands in front of that knee. Squeeze the left glute, press into your left foot, and lift the hips up off of the mat. Much harder this time. Simply holding here for one inhale, you can do it. And on the exhale, we'll slowly lower back down. Keep the knee in towards the chest. Simply lengthen your left leg along the ground, pointing through the toes. And it might even feel nice to slightly sway that knee from side to side a little bit before we come over towards the right side, releasing that knee, planting the right foot, planting the left foot before drawing that left knee in towards the chest, interlacing your fingers, really pressing down through all four corners of that right foot as you squeeze those right glutes and pick them up off the mat. Pick them up higher, even higher. Find that extra half an inch. Keep squeezing. Inhale and exhale to lower yourself back down and lengthen through the leg, pointing the toes. That's an energetic start as we maybe sway that knee a little bit from left to right, waking things up here. Very good. We'll replant both feet now, but closer towards the outer edges of our mat. So turning your toes out, keeping your heels on the mat, and bringing your hands in between your legs. So here we want to tighten our abs, tighten our glutes, and tuck the tailbone slightly, really pressing the entire lower back into the mat. So this should be work already right here as we think about reaching the fingertips long in front of us and keeping those abs nice and tight. Can you lift your shoulder blades off of the mat? And then slowly set them back down. We'll take 3 more like that. So keep the glutes squeezed the entire time. Every time thinking about reaching a little bit further, as if you were trying to push a box in front of you, gaining a little bit each time as you go. Lifting up one last time, and we'll just hold here, squeezing everything, allowing yourself a smile for 5, lifting higher, 4, 3, you can do it, 2, almost there, 1, and then lower down, and this time let's hug both knees in towards the heart. Rock yourself from left to right. And then catching hold behind the legs, you can either turn to one side or roll yourself a couple of times the length of your spine, just so that we can all make our own way up towards hand and knees. Pick your poison. So coming to hands and knees with the hips over the knees, the shoulders are over the wrists, spreading the fingers nice and wide. Let's just take 2 cat-cows here. Inhaling to arch through the entire spine, lift the tailbone, lift the top of the head. And exhale to press the mat away with your fingertips as you round through the length of the spine, bringing the chin towards the chest. Just one more like that with your breath. and release. Coming back to a more neutral spine here, neutral position. Let's pull the right elbow up alongside your right shoulder. So we're cactusing the arm, bending it at a 90-degree angle, and then replant that right hand. Now open your left knee out towards the side, 90-degree angle, and set it back down. One more time like that. Cactus your right arm. Set that right hand down. Fire hydrant that left leg. And set it back down. Now, can we do both things at the same time? Can we cactus the arm and fire hydrant the leg? And then set them both down, so opposite arm and leg. Last one. And set things down and rock your hips out. A little bit left and right. Coming over towards the second side, beginning with the left arm as we cactus it out towards the left, lift it higher. Palm of the hand facing the floor. And then set it down. And then cock that right knee out towards the right. And set it down. One more time, lift the arm. And lift the leg. And then both at the same time, left arm, right leg. Here we go. Once. And twice. And that's enough of that. Bring the big toes to touch. Widen your knees, about as wide as your yoga mat, or maybe even a little bit wider, as we sit back towards your heels. Tiptoeing the fingertips out in front of you, maybe even lifting up onto fingertips. For child's pose, 3 deep breaths. And then start to walk your hands back, coming to take a seat on your heels or any other way that might be comfortable, reaching both arms out in front of you. Make fists with both hands and imagine turning a crank backwards. So really making your shoulder blades lower, move forwards, lift up, and then pull back. Really feeling them slide along the back. And then reverse your direction, keeping the arms straight and roughly parallel to the ground as we turn that crank forwards a few times. And release. Give your arms a bit of a shake. Replant those hands with the fingers nice and spread. Tuck your toes and lift your knees up off of the mat for plank pose. Simply hold here for 5. For 4. Lift your hips a little bit, 1 long line between the crown of the head and your heels. 3, 2, 2.5, and 1. And then we'll set both knees down once more and sway yourself forwards and back. Really nice. So we're sitting all the way back towards the heels, and then we're lifting up and dropping the hip points forwards towards cobra. Just take 2 more like this. And then coming to take a seat. Finding a cross-legged position with the right shin in front. Sitting up nice and tall. Lift the fingertips up off of the mat, extending your arms out towards the side. Tighten the abs, and from the abs, really using the strength of those abdominals, turn your entire upper body towards the right. Looking over your right shoulder. Finding length in the spine, holding here. And swinging back through center and over towards the left. Can you find more range in your twist? Can you use the strength of those abdominals to take you that little bit further? And then back through center once more. And let's just fold on over those legs, tiptoeing yourself forwards any amount. And placing the hands behind you, we'll simply reverse the cross of the legs, bringing the left shin in front, and then plant your fingertips down into the mat, squeeze your glutes, and can you lift those glutes up off of the mat? Can you straighten through those arms? Can you lower through those shoulder blades and hold for 3, 2, 1, whew. And set yourself down. Really nice. Once again, let's fold over those legs. Letting something go. Before rolling yourself up to find a tall seat, bringing the shoulder blades back and down behind you, maybe closing the eyes just to take stock of how strong, open, and hopefully proud you feel of yourself. As we sweep the arms up overhead, bring your palms to touch. And on your exhale, bring them down to the front of your heart. Beautifully done, my friends. I would love to know what you thought of this class. Well done. And of course, please do subscribe to my channel so that we can continue to practice together, getting you stronger and flexible day by day.